In 1900, the legal working age was 8 years old. Women did not have the right to vote, and 50% of them remained unmarried. Participation in public life was frowned upon by the Catholic Church, and women were excluded from political parties and cultural societies. There was one woman who rose above the restrictions of the time, Maud Gonne. Maud Gonne was already a well-known anti-British activist. When she tried to gain membership of the National Land League, she was told it was an open organisation in which the ladies will not take part.
I think it was Parnell who said, England's gifts to Ireland were workhouses, prisons and lunatic asylums. Evictions I saw in 1885 changed the whole course of my life, transforming me from a carefree society girl into a woman of set purpose. I was determined to do my share to free Ireland from the British Empire. The wholesale destruction of the little houses of the people by battering rams was going on all over the country. 360,000 people were evicted from their little homes under Queen Victoria. Stones and boiling water were no match for guns.
Maud Gonne was not an Irish woman by birth. She had come to Ireland as a child when her father, a captain in the British Army, was posted here. After fleeing to France to avoid arrest for her activities, she had published a broadsheet about colonial repression and the loss of Irish identity. Like many creative and political thinkers of her era, she believed that the mindset of Ireland had to change. The Celtic revival had begun.
The Celtic Literary Society, founded by Willie Rooney, like all political organizations of those days, excluded women from membership, but they invited me to lecture for them. So I used the opportunity of asking if they really thought Mother Ireland strong enough to go into battle with one arm tied behind her back, which was what this exclusion of women from political life meant. I suggested that they should invite their sisters and sweethearts to meet me in their room in Abbey Street, and we would form a women's organization for national independence. A few days after, I met some 14 sisters and sweethearts, all young, inexperienced in political work, but all loving Ireland and eager to work for her. What can we do? England is preventing our language and our history being taught in the schools. We could start free classes to teach the children subjects forbidden in the schools. England is trying to get Irishmen to enlist in her army. We could start an anti-recruiting campaign. Before a year was out, we had 3 centres in Dublin, teaching history, Irish, music and dancing. That was how Inghinidhe and hÉireann started.
As well as the political work, Miss Gonne always wanted the social side of things attended to. Well, at that time there was great poverty in Dublin, because a working man working anything up to 60 hours, he earned 14 or 15 shillings a week and had to keep a family on that. And she got the idea in France for school dinners. It was a dinner of stew and vegetables and potatoes, hot. They cooked it and sent it up in cauldrons in a little cart that we hired to the schools. And the teachers and we all, the members of Inghinidhe, went up and served the children. We forbid the word charity to be used in connection with them. And each child was expected to pay a penny, but no one knew whether the child next to him had or had not the penny.